Hello Aries, welcome to the Black-Hearted Oracle. Before we get started, I'd like to pay homage and reverence to Mother Sustainer, Father Creator, and of course my beautiful ancestors. Now, this is a love and romance reading for October 24th through November 24th. This is for all Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, for all Aries cross-watchers and those who are just curious about Aries that happen to come across this video. Now, what you see laid before you is the opening guidance for your reading, and the first message comes to you from the Black-Hearted Oracle, and it's number 7, Don't Bury Your Talents, and the message reads, there is a spiritual book beloved by many around the world. Within that book lays a proverb of a master who gave his servants different amounts of talents. All except one multiplied their talents given, thus granting themselves favor and abundance. But the one who did not had only received one talent and thus became fearful and buried it. Upon the master's return, he was rebuked for his lack of faith. Ask yourself, what talents has the Master Creator granted you that you have chosen to hide away, therefore delaying your abundance and favor, in turn being rebuked by your higher self, while you beg and crawl on your belly for the crumbs? Go and dig up your talents. Remember and refine who you are. The Master Creator and your higher self are only rebuking the false representation that you have chosen to cloak yourself in. Discard the robe of self-doubt. Embrace your path. Everything you need has been granted you from your conception. You are born great, so prove your faith by works and manifest the life you deserve. The next message comes to you from the Little Reminders deck, and it is ambition. I am ambitious and do not procrastinate or waste time being negative. The final message comes from you from the Shadow and Light deck, and it is Mildew Fairy, cleanup time. And it reads, some things just look like they're yuck, but they are not. They're very good things, and they can be powerful and helpful when used in the right way. It's time to check out what could be profoundly useful for you, which you've dismissed. This could be an aspect of yourself or an aspect of the environment you're in. The health of your situation rests upon the degree of openness you approach it with. The Mildew Fairy speaks. It always shocks me when people think something shouldn't be there. I love to show you what you may need to take care of. All the time I'm showing you what is going on, what you need to change. Don't use harsh means as you'll kill all that is helpful and good. You see, I turn up when something is unhealthy and you just aren't noticing or getting it. Spirit message. Think of ways to decrease stagnant, stuck emotions and increase fresh thinking in your home and environment. When the Mildew Fairy comes to pay you a visit, it is likely things are a little stagnant, a little over-emotional, and that fresh, new air and thoughts need to be brought in to clear the situation up. A fresh way of thinking or fresh point of view or a release of emotions. Her appearance never means covering up. It means working with the environment you find yourself within. The presence of unhealthy energy needs to be addressed. No rationalizing or excused, and never ignored. So Aries, it seems as though there are some things in your life that are requiring you to change. Now, the first question that I ask for you is how will you be represented? in the time frame of October 24th through November 24th. And it says, express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Now, to further clarify that, we received the Six of Staffs, the Justice card, and the Six of Cups. So this is saying that you will find justice and success by remembering what made you fall in love and expressing this to your partner. We have transparency as the emotions. And to clarify transparency, we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. So what needs to be transparent is you expressing your love. You need to work on your relationship in order to receive victory. You need to give a solid offer, one that offers justice to you and your partner, that can rekindle the childlike spirit that you guys first had when you met and increase the fertility of your relationship. Now, the intention is for you to have faith. Because whatever situation you're in, it's a soulmate situation. You guys are both within the King and Queen of Cups energies. So it's okay for you to express your love because you guys are both in the same energies. And just maybe you guys need to be a little bit more transparent. I don't know if this is like a newlywed couple or someone who's been together for a long time and you guys are hitting the rough patch. But you guys need to be transparent about your feelings. And have faith because the both of you are sharing the same entries. You guys are equal counterparts. Now, the next question I asked is, what problems will you be facing? And this is true love. This is a romance of a lifetime as a problem. And we received the Three of Cups, the Eight of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. So, I'm not going to automatically assume that this is a third-party situation because it's just only 1 3 that we've received so far in your reading. So what I'm going to say is celebrating the fact that you found your true love, you know, and sending messages of a substantial offer of emotional, that can bring emotional fulfillment in this relationship is going to be a problem. Now, water flight, heaviness lifts, burdens are cast away, weightlessness. Remember, this is what you're going to be facing as a problem. And the reason for this is because you're looking for an opportunity. But this opportunity is slow moving. And if you pay attention to the snake that he's stepping on, remember in the spiritual book that is beloved by many around the world, you know, there's a proverb about, you know, he shall bruise you on the heel and you should bruise him on the head. And he's trampling upon this snake. So, but, I mean, in the book, snakes are referred to as sort of evil. But in many cultures around the world, snakes are revered as transformational. So he's stepping on his transformation. And again, the Empress comes out, which I don't really view this too much as a pregnancy, but it could be. But I view this more as a abundant opportunity. Remember, the Empress, she's abundant. She's fertile in all things. She holds the zodiac in command. You know, so she is a new beginning. And you're waiting on this opportunity, but you're feeling overburdened, which is taking a toll on this love relationship that you're having, who happens to be your true love. The intentions behind it is mysticism. And what's behind that is Four of Wands and the Star. So you're waiting on some form of miracle. Something outside of yourself that you think that you can be cloaked in, that's going to fix this house situation and bring healing to your family. And this is going to be your problem. Maybe you're searching outside of yourself to fix this household situation with your true love. You know, that you guys cannot find a real footing to celebrate and joy, because this opportunity that you're looking for is slow coming with this Empress energies of a new beginning and abundance. Now, your helpful energies are going to be religious factors. And to clarify that, we receive Temperance and the King of Pentacles. So as you can see, Aries, even though, you know, you're looking for this opportunity, this slow-moving opportunity to become this King of Pentacles and to, you know, bring forth the Empress energies of abundance, what's happening is that you're going to have to find balance with your faith. It says your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and your spiritual path. So Aries, if you are solely into the material world, you're going to be in balance with this physical, with this religious factors. And your spiritual path is going to become hindered by the soul seeking of just the Pentacles. So you're going to have to find a way to balance it. You know, the sun is rising. It is almost your time, Aries, but there has to be a balance. Experiment. Manipulation of nature, forcing change, cruelty in the pursuit of knowledge, and arrogance. Again, this Ten of Cups, the Judgment, and again with the Temperance. So Aries, as you can see, this is being laid out for you. That maybe this focusing on the mysticism to bring balance to your home is not so much of a good idea. That it is better that you rely on your faith and do the work, because as they say, faith without works is dead. You have to be careful of how you choose to manipulate energies, because a piper is always going to want his pay. You know, you have to be careful, because your Ten of Cups is there for you. But don't have a judgment call. Make the judgment call to replace the balance in this by balancing out these energies. And we receive prayer as the intention. The Page of Staffs. The Queen of Swords. And the Hangman. So through your prayer, Aries, you'll receive a message from someone who is true, honest, and faithful. A good message from someone. But you're going to have to cut out how you're looking at things. You're going to have to get a different perspective. You know, you're going to have to change from this lack mentality and come into a more abundant mentality. Because word sound is power. So what we think about, we bring about, Aries. So you have to guard your mind and your heart. You have to get this balance. because right now it's sitting above and below your 10 of cups. Your balance is required for this pentacles. And this is your helpful energies. So you have to experiment with your faith. Your outcome is worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Now, what we received was the Death card, the Five of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles. So, looking at what is laid before you as your outcome, you're going to have to put an end to this Five of Wands energy and reclaim your independence. Regardless if you're in a relationship or not, each one of us have to come to a relationship whole. Each one of us have to come to a relationship as a Nine of Pentacles and offer that other pentacle to our partner so that we can bring a 10 of Pentacles to the relationship. We can't come with just a 1 pentacle and expect to get the 10 of Pentacles. It doesn't work that way. We have to be 9 of Pentacles and have that 1 pentacle to offer, to invest and offer. So you're going to have to put an end to these petty quarrels, you know, because it says it's worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So to me, it's an end to this waiting. It's an end to this. Because you have to remember that your independence as a person, regardless if you're in a committed relationship or not, is essential to your well-being and the well-being of your relationship. Now, sanctuary, privacy, invalid personal space, respect boundaries and taboos. Now, when I got that, I received the 10 of Staffs, the Moon, the Queen of Cups, and the Sun. Now, to look at these, they look diametrically opposed to each other because this is a 10 in the Staffs and the Moon. And this is the Queen of the Cups and the Sun. But when you're looking at it from the grand scheme of things, it is saying put an end to this right here. You know? Because even though you're requesting this 9 of Pentacles and on the surface, you're showing this. Because when I further clarified, I got the 9 of Staffs. So what this is telling me is the 10 of Staffs is what is an internal thing. It's what is hidden from your partner. You know, so you're putting up this for show. This is what everybody sees. This is the sun. You know, so this to me would represent what everyone is seeing for you. Is on the outside, you're sunny, you're upbeat, you're jovial. You know, you look as though you're nurturing thyself. You have your cup that is well full, you're abundant, and you're offering it. But on the internal world, what no one sees is that you're overburdened. But you need to take time and remember that all kingdoms, like as I say, Rome wasn't built in a day. You're not going to get these things, long-lasting results, by happenstance. You won't. It takes work and it takes dedication. Now, despondence. So this is saying this person was sad and woe is me. But something happened that made her have to jump to her feet and start working. She had to put in the work in order to change where she was coming from. So this is 8 of Cups. So it's telling you again, walk away from these energies. This 10 of Staffs, these hidden deep depression feelings that you're having about not being self-sufficient and stable. Walk away from that. You have to find what the body and soul is yearning for. And what is that? Your 9 of Cups, your wish fulfillment. And the only way you're going to find that is by filling up your cup first. And you need a moment of rest. Just like here. You see, she looks like she is contemplating. So you're going to need a moment of rest to really recharge your batteries. And while you're doing that, think what it's going to take for you to go from the 8 of Cups of walking away from what has disappointed you to finding that Ace of Cups that will bring your 8 of Cups to a 9 of Cups, your wish fulfillment. See? So while you're in a state of rest and rejuvenation and recharging your batteries, you're also going to be contemplating, what is it going to take for these ships to come in? What is it that you've put out into the world that you're waiting to see the fruits of? You see, her vineyard is full and abundant. But in the meantime, put a death to this worry, this nightmare energy, this torment, this can't sleep at night, this wounded warrior. You have to put an end to it. Because through that, you'll be able to find your 10 of Cups. But again, you're only going to get it by going out and searching and seeking for this. And I'm not telling you to leave your relationship, because remember that even though this is a problem for you to realize that you're in a situation that is true love, you seeking this has nothing to do with this. This is not diametrically opposed to this. Not in this spread. What this is you standing firmly on your own ground. As a person, a whole person. Not giving your partner half of you. Not giving your partner 50% and expecting your partner to come at 50% and the both of you are lacking half and expecting to be a team of 100 each. It doesn't work. Now, before we go, I would like to leave you with some closing guidance. And to be honest with you, when I was shuffling for you, it has never happened before, but 2 of my favorite Oracle deck came out. I think it came out like this. Yeah, sorry. It came out like that. And this one is called Worthiness, and it's number 9. And it says, all water birds are medicine. If followed, they lead to water, the essence of life. The kingfisher in particular represents healing. One would wish any wound, physical or psychological, would mend as quickly as the water surface after a kingfisher's dive. The kingfisher is like an intrepid warrior that you are. To solve your problems, you move deeply beneath the surface of your emotions into troubled waters, searching for early reasons and conditioning that caused you pain. This blue medicine signifies the deep blue water of your emotions, and your prey is an inferior sense of well-being or worthiness. Like this great bird of flight, once your prey is found, you set your wings to soar high above it, determining where next you will plunge. Let this be your time of healing. Raise your spirits to the skies. We can leave this here while we go over the next one. And the next one is Dream. And it says, Dreams Gone Wild, number 11. You have used different faiths, ideas, icons, and totems at guideposts to a higher level of thought. To gain a different and better perspective, you have looked to wildlife as spirit guides and teachers, honoring them with art, time spent in nature, and medicine bundles. You have admired birds, the strongest and the smallest, the fetishes, the feathers, crystals. All have been dreamed over in ceremony, and all have been powerful in your intent. But this power is lost when your dreams get wild and unfocused. You wear two different faces when you are unfamiliar with your truth. And when you wear both of these masks together, when you are a great pretender, not understanding the sacred dream reality in which you live. If you were a bird of prey, what would you be? How would you feel? Do you think you would seek to be anything other than the great bird the Creator intended you to be? Now, Aries, I just want to say to you how powerful your reading is for me. Because it's telling you, Aries, that whatever is going on with you, it is an internal factor. It is not on the external, and you're not going to fix it by seeking outside of yourself. This one says no more complaining, and this is from the Angel of Abundance guide. And it says, complaints are affirmations of victimhood, which is never true spiritually. Take back your God-given power by affirming that you have an abundance of choices and freedom with your increased confidence and assertiveness. Watch these positive affirmations blossom into reality. I love how these readings just keep on resonating. And this one is from the Goddess Guidance, and it's Mother Mary. Expect a miracle. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. Can you feel it, Aries? Now, this one is Ancestors. And I'm sorry. And it's from the Earth Magic Oracle deck. And it says, ancestors are those from whom we are descendant. With a lineage that starts with our parents, grandparents, stretches back hundreds and even thousands of years. We are connected to them both genetically and spiritually. Although environment and circumstances contribute to shaping us, particularly when we're young, an innate thread of kingship exists, and it is contained in our bodies and in our being. Call upon them for guidance and assistance in matters concerning your family, community, and ourselves. It says, it is time to break ancestral curses that are now plaguing you and your family, as it has done for decades. Past your ancestors grant you the strength, will, and power to do so. You are who you have been waiting for. The 10,000 stand waiting for you to take your crown and kingdom. Your throne must not sit empty any longer. Ashe. Now, finally, I don't normally draw animal guidance, but this one is the Gross, and it's the oldest known personal power totem. And it speaks of enlightenment, the sacred spiral, the sacred dance, and personal power and vision. And what it says is, protect your inner child. You are lively and the main attraction of the group. You are hungry for success and seeking for the growth of your power. Do not fill your life with misery and negative emotions if your conditions aren't met, because your success is coming. Ask yourself, are you being too hard upon yourself? Do you take the time to appreciate all that has gone right in your life? Don't forget to recharge your batteries while on your quest for success. Now, Aries, I hope this message finds you well. I pray that you find your higher self in the quiet places, and I pray that Ma'at holds you in all her loving grace. Ashe.